Hi, this is Karen Gaines, your nonprofit finance guide, and today I'm going to talk about 3 things executive directors and CEOs can do to save time that can be implemented tomorrow. Okay? Executive directors are very busy individuals. They juggle a lot of responsibilities. They make important decisions all the time. And while doing all of that, they are still serving their community. Okay, so it's really important that executive directors have as much time available as possible to move their nonprofit into the direction in which they want to go, the direction which they want their nonprofit to go into. Time is a finite resource. Once we spend that time, that's it. We cannot get it back. So, time is not like money. With money, if you lose it, you can always get it back. And it's very possible to get more back than what you lost originally, but the same is not true for time. So it's really important that you use your time very wisely so you can get the most out of it. So I just put together 3 things CEOs and executive directors can do to save time that they can implement immediately. So number 1 is delegate tasks. Okay. So you're going to want to identify the tasks that you're doing on a consistent basis. And it also may be a good idea to sit down and write out those tasks that you do. And then once you have made your list, look at it and say, hey, is there anyone that can do this task? And I will admit, delegating is easier said than done because, you're kind of used to going into that rhythm of doing the task yourself. You know how to do it and it'll get done properly. But delegating is going to involve, identifying someone. You may possibly have to pay someone and then, listing your expectations, showing, depending on the task, showing them how it's done. And there's a lot of steps to go through. But, it is a good idea to delegate tasks. All right. So, once you've listed out all your tasks, identify if you can delegate at least some of those tasks. Okay. And if if you have a long list of tasks that you do, just identify one. Like start with one task you can delegate. And, if that's even too much, you may want to go into your personal life and delegate a task from there. Maybe it might be have someone cut your grass or have someone cut your grass once a month. It might be have someone clean your home once a month or utilize one of those grocery shopping apps or services where someone does grocery shopping for you so that you can at least get used to the idea of delegating tasks to free up your time. Okay. Number 2, use a password manager. So a password manager is a cloud-based software in which you can store all of your passwords, all of your login information, your username and your passwords. And not only does this save time, but it's secure as well. Okay. So when you have a password manager, you don't have to go searching for the piece of paper or the pieces of paper or post-it notes or wherever you go to look for that username and password. It's all right there in one location, one place. And that will save you time, and it may not be like tons of time, but it saves you time and it saves you some frustration too, because some passwords, can be lost or misplaced or, where did I put that login information, So just having a password manager where you can store everything really helps save you time. And, a lot of password managers have extensions that you can put on your web browser so that when you go to the site in which you want to log on to, it automatically populates that username and password, and you can just go right on in to the website. Okay. And so this, creating a password manager is going to take time at first. You're going to have to block out some time, find all of your login information, all of your usernames and passwords, and enter them into the password manager. But once you invest that time to do it, you're fine, you're good, and it'll be a time saving technique. Number 3, text and email responses. Okay, so we live in a society, a culture where it's pretty much expected of us to respond to messages in a quick manner. Society expects us to respond to phone calls, text messages, emails as quickly as possible. But A, it can be stressful, and B, it can use up tons of your time. Okay, so it's best to manage your text. It's best to manage how you respond to all of those text messages, phone calls, and emails. You don't have to respond to everything right when you receive them. Okay, and doing that can make you very inefficient. You can be working on a project, a task, and receive a text message and respond to it. And so you lose your train of thought. And then once you responded to that text message, you get back to your assignment. Now you have to spend time and think about, okay, now where did I leave off? Or, what was I doing? And so that takes time to get back into the groove of things. And when you're doing that all day, that wastes a lot of time. So instead, have times of the day in which you respond to all of your messages. That way, you're not constantly being interrupted, and you're not constantly being stopped in the midst of your work. And this could be, check your messages once an hour. Every 2 hours, or just find something that works for you so that you're not constantly checking messages, text messages, emails, and I'll even throw in social media too, because notifications come from there. And sometimes you may just have to turn off all of your notifications sometime, so you can just get through things. So again, all 3 of these time management techniques can be implemented today. You can start something today, even if it's just a little bit. All right, so hopefully this video has been helpful. Let me know what you all think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching via YouTube. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.